if you take off this one, we can accept and we will take the registration and we can call the police, identify. But you are not taking, that way we will call the police.
So you would take the coin if I take the mask off?
Yeah, because we don't know the first. Then we can't identify.
But
the CCTV also not identify your face.
But CCTV doesn't have to identify myself to use legal tender. And you've said that you'll take it. You said you'll take it if I take my mask off. Yeah. Hi pal, you okay?
Yes.
Number 8.
£20 shipment. Anything else?
No, just that.
You can accept this one. It's a £20. Coins £20.
No, we are not accept. You can give the post office or bank. This is not accept.
I'll move out the way so you can serve this customer.
Okay.
You can't accept it. It's legal tender though.
No, legal, but we are not sending any message or anything on the paper or news or anything. We are not buying.
You don't accept legal tender?
Yeah, we don't know anything about that.
I'll step out the way.
Not allowed that. Because we don't know anything.
You don't know nothing about it?
Yeah.
The £20 coin is legal tender though.
But we don't know anything. You have to take off the mask, please.
I can't take off the mask, no.
Get ready to witness a tense audit showdown right from the opening seconds. A masked customer calmly places a rare £20 coin on the counter and insists it's valid payment, but the staff refuse to accept it and question his covered face. The disagreement ignites quickly as legal rights clash with store policy. Each side holds firm, and you can feel the tension as the customer warns the coin is legal tender and the staff push for mask removal. This first exchange sets the stage for an extraordinary test of law, policy, and persistence.
You can't ask me to do that. I haven't got any other form of payment though. It's just that.
It's not legal money. First time
Is it legal money? It is legal money.
We don't know any information about that. We can't take that.
That £20 coin has the same legal tender status as like a £5 note.
Yeah, I know, but we don't know any about that.
If you know though, then you know it's legal tender, so you can take it.
You know, we can take because the company they're sending anything and all that.
So you do know that it is legal tender?
Take, please. You stay.
Yep.
Yeah. You can't take this. Sorry. You have to pay. You are not taking the mask. You have to remove.
I don't have to take the mask off. I don't need to.
This is not legal.
But you just said that it is legal. You're saying it's not legal, but before you said you know it is legal tender.
But we can't identify your face. You have to take off the mask first. Otherwise, we will call the police now. Panic button. We will press that coming police. Then you can talk the police. We can't argue with you. Okay? This is not legal. Press the panic button.
I'm wearing the mask because it's cold.
No, it's cold. You can't enter in the shop with mask. Illegal. You know that one?
It's illegal. It's illegal.
Yeah.
Where's the sign?
Sign is outside.
Right. I won't be taking the mask off.
Okay. This one not taking allowed. If you want, we will call the police.
It's
police is
BP.
coming. You can give the answer. Okay?
No need to call the police. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, because you are
really
not
is.
taking the mask. That's the problem.
But I don't need.
This is not legal. We don't know. We don't know any information about that.
But you said it is legal. You admitted that. You do know.
It's legal, But
It is,
not
yeah.
taking any petrol station or any bank or anything.
I checked with BP before coming here. Don't call the police.
But you have to take off this one. We can tell the reason
The
police.
standoff
because
hardens. The customer explains in detail that the 20-pound coin carries the same legal weight as paper money, but employees repeat that they know nothing about it and demand he reveal his face. Voices rise, the air thickens, and both sides circle the same argument: a legal tender that the store claims it cannot take, and a shopper who refuses to bend. The debate turns into a legal tug-of-war that refuses to break.
The base.
Because it's cold.
Inside not cold, outside only cold. Okay, we are staying here without mask. Every customer is coming without mask. Why you are hiding?
Because
your face?
it's part of my clothing. I don't need to take it off. I checked with BP before coming here. I didn't.
Thank you.
Is that 999?
Charge me for pump 3. Or pump 1.
Don't 999 it.
Yeah. I'll pump 1, yeah, at the end.
Yes, sir.
Ish. So you cut the 10, 16 pence.
Or don't 999 it.
If I drive off.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Feel good. 6. Ready?
Yeah, this one not accept. You have to send the Royal Mint. That one. This is not accept.
You don't send them to
No.
the Royal Mint.
No, we
You
can't.
don't do that.
We can't do it.
The Royal Mint is who gives you them.
Yeah, we can't do it. That's why police said we can't accept this one because that one only they're using the Royal Mail.
Well, the police can't give you civil advice.
Yeah,
So
you have to check the address and everything, but you have to send this one for the Royal Mint because not the legal. This one legal, you can't use anyone.
It is
Any
legal.
shop, the
It is
post
legal
office also
tender.
Not getting.
It is legal tender. It's the same legal tender status as a £10
Post
note,
office-
£5
post office
note.
also not taking. Bank also not taking. They said.
They do.
Yeah.
They can.
No,
They can.
they don't do.
They can. I did check at BP before coming here that
No.
BP do take them.
We are working here. Nobody taking like this. First time I saw this one.
It might be the first time you've seen it, but it is legal tender. You can bank that coin.
No, this one not
You
taking
can.
anyone. You have to send only Royal Mail. You can just.
Pressure escalates
That one.
as staff, frustrated and unsure, reach for the ultimate fallback: calling the police. The phone call to emergency services becomes part of the drama. Questions of legality give way to the immediate reality of potential police involvement, and the viewer senses that this calm but stubborn disagreement is about to draw official force.
You not kind of.
Royal Mint is who
Yeah,
issues the
Royal-
coins, so you don't send it to the Royal Mint.
This one not send.
The Royal Mint issue them. They do. Yeah, like I said, I've checked with BP before giving you a visit here, and they do it. You do take them.
Nobody taking here with this one. Huh?
So are the police coming?
Yeah, wait to
The police are coming.
yeah.
999.
Yeah, because you are hiding the face mask. If you remove it, okay, you can go. But you are not face hiding, no?
Well, I did ask your colleague whether he wanted me to stay inside or not, and he says stay inside.
Not sign, but you can't identify this your face. Why you are wearing that one?
Because I want to.
Huh?
Because I want to, and it's cold.
Cold is outside only. Here not cold.
Well, I want to.
It's up to you. If you take off this one, we can accept and we will take the registration and we can call the police, identify. But you are not face taking, that way we will call the police.
So you would take the coin if I take the mask off.
Yeah, because
Well,
you don't know the first. Then we can't identify.
But
The CCTV also not identify your face. Only
but CCTV doesn't have to identify myself to use legal tender. And you've said that you'll take it. You said you'll take it if I take my mask off. Yeah. Hang on.
You don't know, no?
But
Face.
but you've said that you'll take the coin if I take my mask off. Yeah.
Yeah, but
You will.
no, this coin
No.
you don't know. This coins are about we are not taking from there. I asked the bank and post office, they said no.
But you said you'll take it if I take my mask off. Yeah.
Identify we need, but you don't have any ID or anything.
Hello. Hi, sir. Are you okay?
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. Yeah.
Good.
We've got a little issue. Sorry. What's happened, sir?
I don't know, ask them. No idea.
Coins, not legal.
What are they?
Yeah. Then you make this legal.
Have you paid for fuel, sir? Yeah. Have you put your fuel in?
I have, yeah. And I've paid you.
Right. Has he just tried to pay with them?
Yeah, you want to not pay, but not legal.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, let me study please.
So
What are they?
it's a £20 coin. There
Never
you go.
seen them in my life.
So it's from the Royal Mint, so the same place that all legal tender comes from. It's got the same legal tender status that any other money has.
Never seen one of these in my
Can I
life.
take your collar number, sorry?
Yeah, 3130. Sorry.
And you're from Middlesbrough Station, are you?
No, I'm from Stockton. Stockton Police Station.
Uniformed officers arrive, instantly shifting the atmosphere. They listen to both sides, hear about the disputed coin, and question the customer. The legal focus widens to include body camera rules when the man presses them on notification requirements. What began as a store dispute now unfolds as a full-scale encounter with law enforcement.
Ask the post office, they said they are not accept this one.
Yeah, I don't think they would either, to be honest with you. Have
you
you
say-
got any other means of payment at the minute?
I don't know. Can I ask why you didn't tell me before you started recording?
So when we go to any incident, our tour of duty and our police protocol is to video every incident we go to achieve the best evidence.
But you've got to notify the person, or the first available opportunity.
No, we don't.
You do.
Have you got that from somewhere? Have you read that up somewhere? Or
Yes, your policy. Yeah.
Well, at the minute, we're obviously videoing everything because we've been called to an incident. Immediate response where there's some ongoing issue with payment, whether it's a domestic...
999?
Well, that's what's coming as, yeah.
Well,
Well, we just didn't know what was happening. There was an altercation in the shop, so we've arrived on that instance.
but you've still got to tell someone at the first available opportunity that
Yeah.
you're recording and you didn't.
Well, we don't have to tell you. We turn our body cameras on 30 seconds before any incident. So these pre-record technically when we're in the vehicle.
But you do have to tell them before you start
don't.
recording.
We don't. Are you going to give me your name?
I'm not, no.
Right, okay.
Because
Is there a
it's,
reason for that?
Because it's a civil matter and it's not something that the police can get involved in.
To a degree, you're right. It is a civil matter. We can deal with it a different way, but obviously, ultimately, you haven't paid for your fuel.
I have.
But they're not accepting that money.
But that's up to them to accept it. If they
But
decline,
they've obviously run the post office and they've declined that. Ultimately, it's a civil issue, but if you're not willing to give us your details, then how do we know that you're going to resolve a civil issue at a later date? If you're happy to give us your details, then we can look at the civil issue at a later date.
but that's a
not
civil.
problem.
That's a civil issue. That's nothing for the
But
police
we
to get
don't know your
involved in.
details, do we? So you could technically escape from here and never come back and never deal with that issue. Then you'd be circulated as wanted for that, won't you, for making off without payment?
That's not a police issue at the minute.
It is.
It's
It is
not.
a police issue because you've not paid for fuel. So there's still an offence there of that you've not paid for your fuel.
But I
before
have paid.
leaving.
I've gave them.
But you've gave them this coin,
Yeah.
which ultimately they've spoke to the post office and they've decided that it's not a reasonable amount of payment for your fuel. So at the minute we're sort of hands are tied, agree with you on a certain instance of that, but we still need a solution today whether we take your details and we deal with it at a later date or we pay a different...
Is that for me as well?
I'm not too sure. Potentially, yeah, I'm not too sure.
Oh my god.
Could be a different job, but I don't actually know who that is, if I'm honest with you. It must be. I wasn't aware somebody else was travelling, so...
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Shall we move out the way?
If you want to,
If there is
want to move back here, that's not a problem, yeah, out the way.
Just
people.
in the way, interrupting people.
So you're going to give us your details?
Are you
then?
came as well on blue lights?
Yeah. So basically, he's trying
Wow.
to pay with this. They've run the post office and said that it doesn't really exist, you can't pay with that. He obviously won't give us our details. I've explained to him to a degree it's a civil matter, however, if he does make off and he doesn't give us our details, we're struggling for any sort of civil issue at a later date, any details and making off without payment, yeah. So I've explained if he does give us his
The
details, we'll
conversation
know where
digs
he is.
deeper into law and policy. Officers acknowledge the coin is legal tender, yet call the matter civil, while still warning that leaving without accepted payment could trigger a criminal offense. They ask for personal details to resolve the issue later, but the man stands firm, refusing to give any identifying information. It's a careful verbal chess match where every move counts.
And we can contact him at a later date. Hopefully this issue can get resolved. No. He's obviously not really wanting to do that at the minute.
Because it's a civil issue and it's nothing for the police to get involved
But
in.
you're still going to make off, aren't you? Technically without payment, but if we can get your details...
But I have paid.
But you haven't...
And it is their policy to accept the £20 coin.
Have you?
Has
Has he paid?
policy? No, he hasn't.
Right. If you haven't paid, and if you walk out the door now,
They've
then
still
you're
got,
li-
they've still got the money though.
Just let,
Well, whatever
just
you
let
say
me
that is.
finish. If you
Yeah.
walk out that door now, you are liable for an arrest because we don't have your details.
But you don't need them.
Well, I do
Because it's a civil issue.
but it's not, because a make off without payment is then a police matter. So if you walk out that
No,
door
it's
now,
not.
it is. If you walk out that door now, you'll be getting arrested for make off without payment.
But there is an agreement with
But
BP that
Is there,
the
any other
coin
way,
can be
is
used.
there any other way that you can pay? Because we're going to sit here for hours arguing. I've been quite respectful to you. I appreciate you have to a degree, and I appreciate that from yourself. You haven't been argumentative with me, and I appreciate that you've been a normal human being.
No,
However, we need
I don't
a
intend to.
solution.
No.
No, I know you
If
appreciate
you
that.
can pay for the fuel now by other means, then that's fair enough. It'll be the end of the matter.
Or if you can give us your details and we can deal with it at a slower time, we can offer you that. But if you're not willing to do either any, then we're struggling with what we have left to do.
Because we can't let you walk out that door without paying. But
We don't know where you live, you might not even be from around here, I'm not saying you are, but you know what I mean, we have people where they'll make off and then they won't give us our details and then we're going to struggle. But we're still going to have that £20 of fuel, unfortunately, with this BP garage outstanding.
Which car is it?
But I have paid for the fuel.
But you haven't paid for
You
the
haven't
fuel.
paid for
Which
fuel.
one?
Right, we're going round in circles, aren't we?
We are, unfortunately, yeah. But we're trying to...
But if BP have a process and a policy that they take the
So
coin,
where have you read this policy then? Tell me about that education side of what you know.
it's not up to me to educate you on
Well,
their
you're telling me
policy.
it's their policy, so I'm just asking,
Yeah.
what's your policy? You got a policy? If he's saying you've got a policy, is there a policy here?
He said he doesn't know about it, but I've checked with BP head office before
Right,
coming.
who did you contact from BP head office?
But it's not,
Speak to a person,
it's not up to me
or-
to tell you that. It's up to them.
Well, you either engage with us and we deal with it, because one minute you're saying it's a reason to pay with this, but then you're not backing yourself up with a reason as to what that is. You've said you've contacted head office, appreciate that if that's what you've done, you've gone out your way and done that.
Yeah.
But we don't know which head office, when you've contacted them, what they've said, we don't know anything. So all I know, you could just be lying to me now.
But that's a civil issue. It's nothing to do with myself
But if you
or
make
you.
off without giving us any details, we've agreed, we've reasoned with you now, and we've tried to say that if you give us your details, tell you where they live, we'll deal with it slow time. However, you then leave, we don't have your details, we don't know where you live, you could live in London for all we know, and then there's still this making off without payment because they will not accept this as payment.
But I don't have to identify for a civil issue.
It technically isn't a civil issue though, is it, when you leave and you don't pay? You haven't paid for your fuel, we've got the
Warnings sharpen. Police lay out possible arrest for making off without payment if he walks out without sharing details or paying another way. The customer cites prior agreement with BP head office, insisting no law forces him to identify himself. The standoff grows heavier, each side repeating key points, neither giving
payment
ground.
here, which isn't acceptable. So really, you haven't paid at the minute.
Well, I have, because I've handed the coin over. So
Right.
I haven't got that in my possession, and I've contacted BP head office
Okay.
before coming here.
Right, and was that today then, or?
No,
So when was that then? So you've contacted BP head office before you've come in?
correct.
Right, so did you contact them today, or was it yesterday, or last week, or?
It's not up to me to say that. It's not up to the police
Well,
to
we've
do
give
it.
you options, haven't we? So we either work with an option. You are?
But it would be an unlawful arrest though, because it's a civil issue.
Hi, Sarge, just Jessie free to speak. You right here. Just a quick one, we just let the... Oh, you're not free to speak.
Can you tell me why you didn't warn me about your body camera as well?
I've told you already.
Body one's on it.
But why didn't you tell me?
Basically saying we haven't told them.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't need to tell you.
Swap.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
It's part of your policy, you do.
No, it's not.
At the first reasonable opportunity.
Go on.
Don't show me details like that.
Yeah, Linda, is there a picture?
No.
Yeah, perfect. Would you mind just adding that vehicle to the job, please? The easy option is that you pay,
But I have paid.
but you haven't paid because that's not.
But if I've got a civil agreement with the company prior to coming, that's nothing to do with you.
I don't understand the civil agreement. Why would the if it's not money, it's not money.
But it is.
That's why I'm getting confused. How's it money?
Do you understand what the £20 coin is?
No, that's why I'm confused.
Well, why are you threatening me for arrest then, if you don't know?
Because it's not money.
It is.
Right. We'll agree to disagree. At the end
You
of the
don't know that. It is. It's
Right.
legal tender, the same as a £20 note and a £10 note.
Right, and who did you speak to from the BP garage, the
It's,
manager?
it's a Royal Mint who issued that £20 coin.
Right, okay.
So it's the same money as any other money. She has the packaging.
That's fine. I've
It's
seen
given
it,
by
but
the Royal
like
Mint.
I've said, I've never saw it before.
The Royal Mint make £20 notes, £10 notes.
Right, okay. But I'm not aware of it, and that's why we're having.
But then you're threatening me for arrest because you don't know. You can't do that.
Well, if you get someone on the phone to me who you've spoken to earlier, then we can kind of end the matter here, can't we?
But if it's a civil
you're not
issue, I
going
don't need
but
to
at the minute
assist you.
But at the minute we don't know it's a civil matter.
But I don't need to assist you in a civil issue.
But you do, because it then turns into a police matter because we don't know that coin.
But if
This is
there's a-
what I'm getting at.
but if there's a
You're
civil
running the risk
agreement-
of being arrested because you haven't given us his details, and you're going to walk out that door, and it's technically a failure to pay.
But then it'll be a
Make off
civil.
without payment.
But then I'll sue you.
Well, that's
So,
fine. If you want to sue us, that's fine.
unlawful
But
arrest.
like I said, we've been honest with you and out in terms of which way we can go. The staff here have been very honest. Okay, and all I'm saying
Well, he
is if you
hasn't.
get the person on the phone who you spoke to earlier with.
The dialogue loops in an almost hypnotic rhythm. Officers press for a name and alternative payment, while the customer calmly insists he's paid with legal tender and owes nothing more. Confusion about the £20 coin feeds the tension, and what might seem a simple transaction continues to swell into a test of rights and
The
procedures.
agreement, then that could be the end of the matter. But
you
as
know-
far as I do, then technically, if you walk out the door, it's going to be make or without payment.
He's already accepted to take it.
You haven't accepted to take it. No, hasn't accepted to take it.
He said.
Sorry, hasn't accepted to take it.
He said if I take me.
So
He said if I take my mask off, he would take it.
You are and you're right. At this moment in time, it's a civil issue. We know that. However, this isn't a means of payment. So once you walk out that door and you choose not to pay, then it becomes a criminal matter of making off without payment.
But he's
Which is
already
what- no,
accepted
we're
it.
not talking about that. We're talking about
messing around
what
here.
we've got.
It's ridiculous, really.
He said he would take
But
it
he's not.
if I
We're
take
not-
my mask off.
Right, no, that's not what we're saying. We're saying
what he said.
Well,
that if you
can
don't
wear a mask all you want. It's COVID still, so we have no
But
issue. We can
but
wear
he
a mask.
said he would take it if I take my mask off.
Right, well,
and I
that's-
don't need to
we
take my
weren't-
mask off.
Well, true, you don't need to take mask off, but we weren't here when that happened.
But he
so we
said
are
he would
witnesses to
take
that.
it.
It's going off a matter, we're going off a different matter now. You walk out that door, becomes a criminal matter, and you get arrested for make off without payment.
Oh, you give us your
You're-
details.
You're refusing to give us your details, and we don't know that that vehicle is yours because you're not.
But I've told you
Is it urgent?
that he said he would take the coin
But he isn't our
if
thing.
I take my mask off.
Right, well, I wasn't here for that, so we have no witnesses, unfortunately, other than you and him. Right now, I can't view that.
Body camera.
But right now, I can't view that. At the end of the day, you've come in, you've paid for,
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
got your fuel, you've come in. This isn't a payable matter. Once you leave, we've offered you to give us your details and deal with that way. For all I know, that vehicle could be registered to somebody else and lived in London. And how are we ever going to trace you? That's my matter at the minute, because you're still refusing to give me
I
your
get that.
details. You're
I've
refusing to
picked
tell
up
me
on
what
that.
head office said. You're refusing to tell me when you sort of rang them and what their policy is. When I've asked you.
There is one on them.
But I
So
don't
once
need
you
to
leave
assist
this
you.
situation,
there
it is
anything
making
else
off
on
without payment. I can't be any more reasonable with you
there
and
anything
give
else
you
on it?
some sort of options that we can go
But I
with,
don't
but you're
need to
still
assist
refusing
you.
to.
I don't need to assist the police in a
Yes,
civil
please.
matter.
It's a civil matter until you leave. And you are choosing not to pay, so it comes into a criminal matter of making off without payment. If you
That's
want to know
why
what
I
it's called, it's
contacted-
like bilking. We call it bilking here.
That's why I contacted BP head office before
Okay.
coming. Are you listening?
I am listening, yes, but my sergeant's talking to me.
Well, tell him you're busy.
Yes, go ahead. One of my colleagues here, there's two of us.
I'm on the comms. Right, Linda, I'll get back to you.
You're not sorry.
Right, okay, that's perfect. I'll let you know what happens. Cheers, my dear, thank you, bye-bye. Bye.
The reason I contacted BP before this is to stop this from happening.
Right, but it
I
has,
contacted them
unfortunately.
beforehand.
Right, but do you understand that it has happened, and now obviously we're kind of in a predicament that if you walk out that door, then it is a bilking.
But
So
if-
you will be liable for an arrest because we don't know who you are. and that is not a matter of payment in our kind of eyes. That's all I'm saying to you.
Well,
So
in your eyes,
you're not being reasonable like we're being reasonable to you. You haven't given us your name, we don't know who you are, and you're saying that you're going to walk out those doors without paying, so then you are liable for an arrest.
but I have paid though.
But you haven't paid.
With a legal tender.
But you haven't paid. We're going around in circles. You're just going to disagree with everything I say to you.
Patience thins.
So
Police openly state they are running out of options and explain that leaving without giving details will make the case criminal. The once polite tone hardens. Every sentence now carries an edge of impending action as they prepare for the next decisive step.
Likewise.
well, exactly. So that until we kind of clarify with our supervision what's going to happen, there's no point going around in circles, is there?
Well, there isn't, no.
Right.
But to stop the dishonest part is the reason why I contacted BP beforehand, so we didn't have this. So if you arrest me for a civil matter when they've already
It's not a
agreed to
civil-
take the money,
It's not a civil matter when you walk out that door.
but they've already agreed
we're
to
going
take
round
it.
in circles again,
They
aren't
have.
we? You're going round in circles. We're going around the same thing over and over. You're saying to me that it is a payment, and I'm saying to you it's not.
Well, I've got it on camera that he
Right.
said that he would take it if I take
Well,
my
it
mask
doesn't
off.
matter. That doesn't matter.
And I
Don't
don't
be
have
round
to
it.
take my mask
No, you
off.
don't. I'm not saying you have to take
But
your
he
mask
said
off,
he
but
would
I'm
take
not talking
it.
about that topic. I'm talking about that if you walk out that door now, then it's a failure to pay to Bilkin.
But I've offered to pay.
But you haven't,
Because-
because it's not a means of payment.
Are you not listening?
I know you've spoke to BP garage, but you're not willing to give
Yeah.
me those details to ring them myself.
But I don't need to.
Well, then fair enough. We're going round in circles. Yes, anything further? Just check the coin. If we ring the person who we spoke to earlier,
He's already said
Right.
he would take
can
it
you just pop over here for a second?
if I take my mask off.
Right.
And I've got it on camera.
That's fine. I don't. To be
Ask
fair,
him.
I'm not particularly bothered what he said to you about taking your mask off. What I'm bothered you
Well, that's
about
really
is
important.
is
That's
sorting
really
this
important.
matter out.
That's really important.
Have you got the manager of the BP garage that he's possibly spoken to on the phone earlier?
It's head office.
The head office.
There is no going to
The what? Sorry.
there is anything
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Better is not inform about that point. So I asked the post office, they are not accept this point.
Right. He's
The pressure peaks. Multiple officers issue last chance warnings, making clear that arrest is imminent unless he cooperates. The man repeats that it's a civil matter and refuses to comply. Both sides hold their ground in a tense verbal deadlock, with an arrest now only a heartbeat away. The breaking point arrives. Officers formally place the man under arrest for making off without payment. Rights are read, and he's escorted from the shop. Even during the walk to the police vehicle, he maintains that he has paid and that the arrest is unlawful. The long confrontation finally moves from debate to custody. The final twist unfolds at Middlesbrough Police Station. The custody sergeant reviews the case and refuses detention, effectively rejecting the arrest. The video closes with the man calling out both the shop and the responding officers, framing the entire incident as an unjust arrest. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.